It's time for some hoops at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at the Nuggets. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And you have to view this as an opportunity. Oftentimes on those short road trips, you really want to take care of your business. Show you can win those games on the road and keep that momentum.
If they can get a win tonight, they might start to think, hey, it's a short trip. Why don't we see if we can run the table? It's not out of the realm of possibility, and that mindset can be productive in trying to run the table.
Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Launches the three. Bowen, good.
Tell you what, Bowen has excellent touch from deep. He's a menace on defense, the typical and ideal 3-and-D guy.
Now here's Morant. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Misses the layup. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about it. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive.
Oh, easy 2 points from Bowen. You don't need a ton of offense from Bruce. He makes his impact defensively.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Pass to Pippen. Driving inside. Just 5 on the clock. Plenty of space. He squares up and sinks it.
The thing about Pippen's jumper is that he gets good elevation and extension on it, making it hard to contest it.
Pass to Morant. Jackson with the screen. Goes up on the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Second chance shot. And blocked by Bane.
And look who's right there to stop it. Bane with some crucial timing on that block.
Here's Jokic. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games. And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Left side, Bane. And the Grizzlies get it back. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Jokic with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bowen. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies trailed by 5. On the wing, Jackson. Morant scanning the floor. Here's Edey. Over Jokic. Edey can't hit. Here's Jokic. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brown. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Brown's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Murray, good.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
Pass to Saric. Bane with the steal. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Here's Brown. Saric in the high post. Wide open look here for Murray. Another 3 for Denver.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Inside. Here's Edey. Lays it up off the glass. Edey's got his first bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And there's the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Kevin, Jamal Murray is built for clutch situations. Coach Michael Malone said, I know a lot of guys are pretty good in the regular season, but when the stage is at its biggest, Jamal seems to step up and perform. He's a guy that thrives in the moment, never afraid of it. Can't say that for a lot of players. Kevin?
Well, you're so right. He isn't afraid of anything. David, he is big time. Thank you. Pippen. Pass to Edey to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. Edey's got 4 points in the quarter. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, it is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Timeout. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. It's an 18-point game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's Denver with the rebound. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Porter outside. They grab their own miss. Pass to Westbrook. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Shot clock at 5. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Strong at the line for 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Mark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
And here's Jackson after Michael Porter made the last 3-pointer. Back to Pippen. With the drive. Pass to Kennard. There's a screen by Aldama. Looking to end the run. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Jokic. 8 points for him. Count that one.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now. Actually, cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Jokic with it. He's got 10. Pass to Watson. Back to Jokic. Over Jackson. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Nuggets leading by 21. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Westbrook. Watson with it. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Westbrook missing. Memphis with the ball. And stolen by Watson. Here's Strother. Defended by Pippen. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. It's good from the top of the key. Jokic just got 14 points for the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Give yourself a round of applause. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Memphis with it. Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the right side. Pass to Gordon. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Five to shoot. Murray outside.
Locked in on defense. Bane doesn't give an inch.
Murray, no good. Jackson gets the bucket.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report. And here are the Nuggets now. Scottie Pippen missing from long range. And it's Jokic missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, Bane.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive from Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
Pass to Brown. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic just got 4 this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Nikola Jokic, Clark, is as skilled a big as we have seen. And when he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, you know, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
Here's Murray following the basket by Jokic. Pass to Gordon. Here's Bowen. There's the triple. Edey with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Morant right side. Jackson with the screen. And stolen by Watson. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. It's picked off. Now here's Morant for three. Offensive rebound. Pippen outside. Shot clock at 6. The three. And John Morant with the three. Morant's got 9 points.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And a wide open look for Porter. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
That's a great response from Porter Jr. Taking those 3 points right back.
And it's good for 2. He's got 6.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Strother. To the left wing. Back to Porter. From the arc. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies call timeout. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.